Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait, no. Is that it?
I'm sure there's a
How does it go, Jen?
I'm sure there's a
That's not it. That's,
That's a Christmas song.
That's a Christmas song. How's the New Year's one go, Jen?
You guys Welcome to the Teamwork Monster Hunter Podcast Show. It's episode 86 for December 29th, 2012.
上手に焼けました。
Hello and welcome to the Teamwork Monster Hunter Podcast Show, your favorite Monster Hunter Podcast show on the whole wide world internet data highway. I am Christian from Games and Reviews, Games and Scrapbook and Teamwork Cast, and I present you my wonderful, wonderful hunters who gathered with me today on this beautiful table made out of wood, and we're drinking beer. With me today is Putty. How are you, Putty?
You know, I'm actually drinking Jack Daniel's honey blend.
To that, I only say cheers.
Cheers.
Clink! Shepard.
Welcome.
How are you
People
doing?
of 2013.
Indeed, it is the New Year's episode, probably.
More like a new year of fighting Kuropeko.
So much for the 2012 apocalypse, but we can always hedge our bets on the 2013 one, right, guys?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
It's
it's going
true.
down now.
I bet against it.
I watched a movie about the end of the world yesterday. It was kind of heartening.
Which one?
It felt good. Looking for a friend for the end of the world.
That
It had
sounds
Steve
sad.
Carell and Catwoman in it. It was pretty good.
Ooh.
Or not Catwoman. Oh gosh, I've made a terrible mistake in my British ladies. It was the woman from the pirate movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
Keira Knightley.
Keira Knightley.
Yeah,
Keira
that
Knightley!
one.
Jack Sparrow!
I've seen the first Pirates of the Caribbean at least like 10 times, and I've never seen any of the other ones. What's wrong with me?
The second one's really good.
What, you think so? Well, it has a tentacle guy.
Yeah. I
Except
really
it
that
ends-
entire character. Yeah, it ends poorly.
It ends abruptly.
So, Nexella, which one is your favorite?
I don't know. I like the intro of the third one.
The
When
one,
they
Yeah.
start singing somberly.
the one with the crabs?
Where they're mass hanging all of the pirates and the little kids singing.
But that is kind of dark, isn't it? Like for a family movie.
Hey, we're talking
Wow.
about pirates here.
What a buzzkill.
I
Hey,
don't know.
good job, Disney.
I thought that was a little bit out of tune with what they were going for. They kind
Can
of
we
went
have
overboard
that
there.
in the next Star Wars movie, like a mass hanging of the Jedi?
Yeah, well, they had like the killing of the
Jedi
younglings.
go.
Hey, the Jedi, he murdered all those kids. The younglings.
Yeah, yeah. That's a
yeah.
family movie, right? Star Wars is
Yeah.
a family movie. Take your children.
He doesn't melt by almost falling into a volcano and then catch on fire. It's okay.
Long, boring melodramas and discussion of trade disputes and taxes.
And also, they leave him like lying on the ground, half burnt up, without giving him any medical help or anything. That's kind of thing
That's
that good
for
guy would
kids.
do.
Kids like that.
And And then they cut to a different scene where it's completely bright white and you get blinded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the kids nowadays, with video games, they
like it.
they need this kind of stimulus. Otherwise, they don't get their enzymes flowing.
But at least it's not. At least it's, all those Star Wars movies, as dark as they are still not as weird as the last Twilight movie.
That may be true. I must admit I haven't actually watched the movie or I haven't read the books, so everything is like just hearsay from what I heard. But
That's a kids' movie. They rip people's heads off.
yeah, that's
like
kind of
that.
that's kind of funny. Like it has like a PG-12 or something rating or 13 or
Yeah.
Kids love
I
it.
will admit that all of the Twilight movies that I've watched have been riff tracks.
That's a good way to watch them, I bet. That's pretty solid.
yeah. It's
So I've never actually heard any of the actual words that they've said.
So they have rip tracks for everything, of course, up until the latest theatrical release, right? They did one for Breaking Dawn 1?
Yeah. I haven't looked. Oh,
What is
man.
with that, guys? Can we, do a quick jag into why exactly Hollywood insists on breaking every movies up into doublets or triples now?
because it's more money.
Or trilogies?
More money.
I think
like,
that
the
Lord of the Rings
Hobbit-
proved... Lord of the
they
Rings
couldn't-
proved that people didn't like long movies.
Well, but The Hobbit is one book, right? And it's
Yeah.
not a terribly complicated book. And I haven't seen the new movie yet, although I will tomorrow.
In theory, The Lord of the Rings is supposed to be one book, but they forced him to split it up.
Well, actually, I think the way each of the things are split up is each actual book, like Fellowship and everything like that, could have been 3 books. Isn't
Yeah.
that how it works?
Well, he had written it all as one book, and the publisher's like, you need to make this 3. And
Well,
then
he
I
didn't
think
do
he
it
was
all
going
at
to do
once,
6. But then they said, no, that's too many.
Well, he wanted to make the first modern English epic. Is that right?
Yeah.
There were no English epics until then.
Well, besides, like, Beowulf.
Well, I mean, but that was Old English, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Was that New English?
It's an epic
I don't know.
poem.
Well, there's Lamore, the Arthur thing written in the Tower of London in prison.
How do I reload?
How I Shotgun?
I
How do I
forgot how to
shotweb?
switch X,
No,
guys.
stop, Bacon.
No.
You know what I was trying
Welcome
to
to
tell,
my world.
Kristen didn't like it. She didn't like it at all.
What?
The Hobbit movie, because she said that she expected it. She went in expecting it to be as dark as the Lord of the Rings series. I'm like, no. Hobbit
Kinda
was
like a kid's
written
book.
as a kid's book first.
Oh,
That was the
was it really written as a kid's book? I didn't know that
Yeah.
was the original intent.
It was written first, and he actually, when he wrote The Lord of the Rings, he wanted to go back and rewrite the parts of The Hobbit to match the style of Lord of the Rings, and the publishers wouldn't let him.
This Kuropeko has a very bad day.
No kidding.
My
Man,
day is
we are-
terrible.
You had a bad day.
I wish
We are
they kept the
on.
very end of The Return of the King, where
Yeah, the
Saruman is
scourging.
running the hobbits.
Yeah.
He's got like
Oh
a
yeah,
note.
that was a really sad part of the book. That's actually probably one of the saddest parts of the book.
I was really sad. I was hoping that the Scourging of the Shire would be like an additional, like, here, buy this DVD. But no. They didn't
Yeah,
put
but I
it in
guess
at
at the
all.
same time, though, it makes the Hobbits seem so tough.
Yeah.
They're pretty
Well,
boss
because
by
all
the
these
end.
war-hardened hobbits come back, and Saruman's there, and they're like, whatever, dude. I just threw a ring into a volcano.
We got Frodo Nine
accident.
Fingers here.
Wait a minute, why did you kill this guy? Oh my gosh, I need my carbs. Oh, I will earn. Wow, we
What were you
actually
doing?
defeated this Kuropeko, haven't we?
Yeah, we've gotten to the point where I think that we've mastered this content. Now, this is where the game is imbalanced, because now we just have to grind on this stuff
Imba.
for forever.
Imba.
Whatever.
This is so
Have we
imba.
become jaded to our own lives?
Were you singing Mbop by that band?
Oh, look at the double meat! Double meat!
Oh, my meat.
This is revenge for that last Kuropeko that you did this to us on.
Yes, indeed. We were successful with this wonderful quest. How awesome is this?
It is awesome.
I feel pretty good about
I'm
it.
glad to have such excellent hunters as you guys are on my side, because alone I probably wouldn't be able to do this. I have no idea how the Switch X works anymore.
You plan to switch that up, dude? You plan to move on to greener weapons?
No,
I guess I
I'm
should
going
say
to
less
continue
green
this
weapons?
until I get it right.
Oh, I like
nice.
that. I like that attitude.
I'm sort of getting the greatsword down. It feels like a lazy person's weapon.
Don't tell that to Shepard's brother.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. It's like, it's easy to, it's one of those things, easy to use, hard to master, in that
That's true.
if you're not using it right, you're not really doing as much damage as you should be.
That's true.
I mean, any loser can just do a charge draw onto a monster, but can you hit the smash draw?
Ooh, what's the smash draw?
Well, you can't really smash draw, but I mean, you should be doing smash charges every once in a while. Do you know how to do those?
I don't think so.
You'll know you're doing it right when your guy kind of puts the greatsword behind his back, and when he slams it down, it looks like he slams it down harder. So if you think, usually when a monster is stunned or tripped or something like that, you'll be doing your normal charge, get that off, hold forward on the control stick, analog stick, and try to do the next charge, and then you'll see the different attack. And after that, it's hard to combo after, but that does do a lot more damage.
Nice.
So, yeah, when you get the chance to do it, give it a shot. Next thing we're fighting here.
We're fighting eggs.
What are we doing? We're fighting eggs?
Yes.
Alright, I'm getting my
Is,
eggs
is
set
there
on.
something we need to bring with us that would help?
Not really, no.
But usually there's like some kind of like a potion or something, like a...
If you had like a stamina potion or something like that, but we're only delivering 3 eggs, we can handle this.
Alright, let's do this.
And there are 4 of us.
So guys, this is like the episode after the Christmas episode. So this is like traditionally the time where we look back at the time of Christmas and talk about the awesome presents and horrible presents that we got. Do you want to
get horrible presents?
Do you want to hear about the horrible present I got?
Tell us about the horrible present you got.
I got so one of the things I got from my girlfriend, who is an awesome person, was like before Christmas was like advent calendar, Lego advent calendar. Mm-hmm. Lego Star Wars advent calendar. So every day you would open a door and there would be like a tiny Lego model inside of something out of the Star Wars universe. And
nice.
That's actually really awesome. Sadly, this time of year, because they do it every year, this time of year they focus very much on the prequels. And that's
not so good, actually.
That's super disappointing always, because there 2 things can happen. A, I recognize it and I'm really upset about it.
It reminds you of the prequel.
Yeah, because I'm reminded of the prequels. B, I don't recognize it, and then it's just, random Lego parts attached together.
I remember you uploaded a photo of one of them, and it was like the underwater ship. And you were very confused about what it was.
Yeah, because it looked like a broom or something. It was like a blue room.
Yeah.
Funny you should mention the underwater ship. Guess what I got from a Christmas? I got a huge model of the underwater ship from episode 1. Like the biggest one there is. Like with the tiny figure of Jar Jar Binks, Qui-Gon, and there's even like a figure of Princess Amidala in there. Even though she wasn't in the ship.
Thing.
Huh?
She was never on that little ship,
Yeah,
was she?
yeah, exactly. But she's still in there because apparently, I don't know, somebody wants to play with her? Maybe?
Oh, yeah, well, it's Star Wars, so she should go on it.
Oh, man.
Even if it's not canon.
I mean, the person I got it from, she meant well. But
well, you should love it ironically.
yeah, I decided to love it ironically by selling it on eBay.
Oh,
eBay has actually quite well established, like selling. No, not eBay. Actually, Amazon. I sell it over Amazon, so I send it back to Amazon and let them sell it for me. And then for the money I got it from it, I bought a Minecraft Lego kit.
Oh, cool.
They actually sell those. They're super expensive, like 30 euros where I live, 40 euros almost. and they were really tiny sets. But I kind of wanted to have one of those as a kind of like because like a milestone, because it's like an indie game that was made into the Lego set. How crazy is this?
So what I find for my own Christmas is that nobody wants to buy me games or toys.
Yeah, because
I think they feel that I'm an adult or something.
Or maybe they're afraid that they buy you something that you already own.
Well, I mean, what I own is pretty well cataloged because they can just go to Board Game Geek or like come over to my house and look.
Like some dude's like rifling through your stuff. Hey man, don't worry, just find out what games you got.
Yeah. So like, what's funny to me is that like, so nobody bought me any games. They just kind of got me whatever, I did get some headphones from Kristen though, and so that was awesome.
Sweet. What kind of headphones?
They're just like Sony noise canceling headphones.
Oh. Well, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of those noise canceling ones.
Why?
That sounds.
Last one back is a rotten egg.
They do things to your sound.
Oh, that's true. Oh, you guys, we are not in the egg gathering place that I had thought we were.
Patty, we are like totally screwing this up.
I don't think you can go that way, Noxella. Is that way possible?
I think you have to go this way.
But, so, what I really wanted was Galaxy Truckers.
What? It's a board game.
It's a board game called Galaxy Truckers. You are, a trucker and have to truck things around the galaxy. But I don't think anybody thought I was serious when I was like, you know what I want? I want Galaxy Trucker.
And they're like, ha ha ha. Yeah, no, really.
Oh, God. Many...
I'm running into like this problem where people don't really believe that I would actually want board games.
You're too an ironic person. You need to be less ironic.
Yeah, they might think you're
so.
being sarcastic. Like, man, I totally want Galaxy Truckers.
Maybe.
So you haven't had anyone give you games over Steam or anything like that? I know you gave out a lot of copies of Trauma.
I gave out a bunch of copies of Trauma. I gave out a few copies of FTL to people who I thought would be interested in it. And then for people that I knew that were poorer than I was, I went around and figured out what games they wanted and bought them games.
Sweet.
See, for the people that are poorer than me, and I know they're poorer than me, I just get rolls of quarter and throw it at them.
Whoa.
Just like, take the change, peasant!
Wow. Man,
Sweet.
I don't not even know how to actually get through any of this.
It would be so hard because they'd be like, oh, that's so demeaning. If he's throwing money at me, they'd be like, oh, that pays for my laundry for a week.
Guys, where are they like every route is closed off.
You have to take the shortcut from camp.
Oh man.
Do you really?
Maximal efficiency. No, you don't have to, but it's the fastest way.
No, I'm returning the egg, and I cannot return because from 4 to 1 it's closed off. It wasn't closed off as when I approached it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's what they do.
Scrub
They want you to suffer.
Horrible.
I'm number one.
You probably
A
are.
number one Top Gun. Hit it.
Okay,
I'm
so
number
Nick,
two.
you haven't got any trucker game. Did you get anything that you were kind of like about?
Somebody gave me a Guinness Book of World Records for video game related things,
Oh, that's actually
and
cool.
so I was like,
Are we in
but then I read it and I was like, wow, there's a lot of crazy stuff in here.
So what kind of stuff? Like speedruns?
Not speedruns, because it's not by the guys from Twin Galaxies, but it is like what game grossed the most in one day, or like what's the most people online in a video game ever.
Ooh. Do you have that book nearby? Can we do some trivia?
I don't have it nearby.
Ah, too bad. Next episode.
It's funny, it's still at my mother-in-law's house.
Huh.
But what I was excited about was that all the gifts I bought my nephews and nieces were very well received.
Uh-huh.
And right
You got
now, my one
the Wii,
nephew...
right?
Yeah.
Well,
My one nephew is currently trying to figure out how to play Pokemon more.
huh?
And so it's taken me like, 4 days now? 3 days. No, 4 days. To get him to start looking at the strategy guide. Because he's so used to asking an adult for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So I'm like, I could tell you this, but it's in that book right there. I think you should look at the book.
Mm-hmm.
Have you battled him with my giant whale yet?
No, I was going to give him one of the giant whales that you gave me, though. I told him once he can trade Pokemon with me to, well, I'll trade with him.
I see.
So I'm excited. And then the Wii went over well. I also bought a Furby. Furbies are probably the coolest thing this Christmas.
So you were able to give them the sandwich?
Yes. Oh, God. You can feed it, like, toilet paper rolls and socks, dirty socks, and it throws up, and it's really unhappy about it.
Wow, I would do it all the time.
And you can pet it, and it starts dancing.
Wow.
And you can sort of teach it English over time, so it stops speaking its weird language and starts speaking English. It's kind of weird.
Wow.
But I think I played with it more than all of the kids did, so... So, yeah.
Guys, I think we need to get serious on this podcast. We need to get the Raytheon quest next.
Raytheon? Oh, God. I still need some Icesium. I guess I should go and farm that at one point.
All right,
can't
guys.
afford any
I'm
more
going to get the
upgrades.
quest. I'm going to get the quest. It's going to be really hardcore. Okay, all right.
This is going to be really hardcore. I don't know how we're going to do this.
Shepard, what did you get for Christmas?
A $50 Amazon gift card was probably my favorite thing.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
I
That's
got a
pretty
$15
sweet.
one.
I'm going to use it to purchase Dark Souls for the computer.
Yay!
Lame.
And I guess it's also going towards... if I were to go through all the things that I purchased over, Steam and Amazon over the last 2 or 3 weeks, people might start resenting me and treating me like a communist dictator. So I'm not going to get into that discussion.
I have purchased a lot of things as well, but you've apparently purchased way more than me. And so you're a communist dictator.
Yes, you are.
More or less. It's been a
More or
good
less,
Christmas
that's true.
for Papa Shepherd.
Nice.
It's been good times.
Papa Shepard. So,
No,
Shepard,
I mean-
you are pretty keen on buying a lot of games at this time of a year. That's kind of like your shtick, isn't it?
Well, it's the most economically efficient time to purchase video games. I mean, why would you purchase them at any other time?
Because
That would be ridiculous.
Because they are out and everybody's discussing them. And,
Hey, there's like 4th of July sales.
yeah.
Yeah,
Summer sales?
Steam does have... There are sales at other times, but I mean, I seriously...
Halloween
I purchased,
sales.
I got Sleeping Dogs for like $11.
The best
Oh,
I
of
got
man.
like
game.
XCOM for like $12. I mean,
Hey, how is Sleeping Dogs?
I haven't played it. How could I?
A friend of mine
No
played
time.
it. A friend of mine played it. He said he was actually interested in it because that's actually a friend from Taiwan.
Oh yeah, because it takes place in Singapore, doesn't it?
Yeah. So he was actually interested to see, how they represent like Asian culture there, and he's kind of like really into Hong Kong movies and stuff like this. And he kind of liked it. Maybe he thought like they kind of the vibe was they hit the vibe very well, but there were like some obvious storytelling problems and kind of things got very weird very quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm typically not a huge fan of GTA games, but I have been a very big fan of Saints Row.
Huh.
So I'm willing to give it a chance in the fact that it scratches me more as a Saints Row game than a GTA game.
Man, I just hope Lego City Undercover will have a multiplayer mode.
Yeah, there's like, Lego Lord of the Rings was on sale for like $7.50.
Oh, I need to get that
Yeah.
on a Vita or something.
Like, can you believe that? That game was just released. That game's like brand new.
And that's kind of like
Right.
really crazy.
But the Lego games are like printing money.
Yeah, well, I didn't buy it because I'm not a fan of the Lego games. I did buy Super Scribblenauts
What?
though for $7.50.
Whoa, nice.
Deal with it.
Super Scribblenauts is good. On a Wii U
I'm
or
like
on a
moonwalking around
PC?
all you digital scrubs out there.
On a Wii U or on a PC?
Yeah. So Nick has always been very proud of his large Steam collection, and I've never really talked about mine. But I guess you actually did an actual comparison.
What?
And how
I
many
just
more
looked at
games
how
did I
many
have?
games you have. Actually, I looked. You have 40 more games than I do.
Okay,
How many games do you have?
that's a little
He has-
less depressing.
He has 223. His brother also has
Gosh.
that amount.
The exact same amount. What?
This
Twins.
is insane.
Twinkies.
No.
Twins.
No. Seriously, like what? I'm gonna need Whetstones.
Twins.
Seriously, what is the comparison between my brother and I?
You're twins.
It's like I think it's literally the same one. I think your brother might own a few games less though. I can't remember though.
Is sad. That's messed up. Don't stop laughing.
No.
Don't judge us.
Oh,
I'm
we're
not
judging.
judging you.
Stop judging.
We're
I'm
judging.
amused.
Now, on the other hand, Axel, you have a very simple gaming profile.
A whole,
many
two,
games does
a
Nexella
whole
have?
2 games.
One day, Nuxella will own a computer that can play something that isn't Terraria.
It's almost like a Zen Steam profile. It's like how have you gone this long with Steam and like not accumulated like piles and piles of crap is amazing. And wait,
I wouldn't be
didn't
able
I
to play
give
them.
you that copy of Terraria?
Yeah, you did.
We should
Did you purchase Bastion or did somebody give that to you too?
Someone gave me a coupon for it.
This guy, I can't believe this guy.
we should give them at least like Trauma or something. Trauma should run on his computer.
I'm gonna get you approved for a credit card and I'm gonna give it to you.
So
have one.
so Nexella, what did you didn't celebrate Christmas? You said, right?
Yeah, we don't.
But you said you will maybe celebrate New Year's Eve.
Maybe. Sort of.
Now, last time I was around for New Year's, Noxel, your family was like sacrificing a virgin. Is that right? You still do that?
Or was it a cat?
No, it was a goat.
It was a virgin goat. Well, then again, it was sleeping in Noxel's room, so we can't confirm that.
Whoa. What are you saying about me?
Well, what I'm saying is the goat likes the way you look.
Whoa!
Oh, thank you, goat.
Yeah.
I
Says
was
he's got
born
a
in
good-
I was born in the year of the goat.
Guys, what is going on? What is wrong with this podcast?
No, it's
Why do
got-
we have these things happening?
No, it's good. So you guys celebrate more of a how would you call it, like a more like New Year's Eve. So what kind of celebration is that? What kind of holiday is that? Nexella? Nexella?
Normal New Year's? What?
Is it called New Year's
she's
Eve? So
here.
how do you call it like in Chinese?
Do you mean the lunar New Year's?
Yeah. I don't know. You said you celebrate New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna
I
die
wasn't sure
so
if you were
bad.
talking about which one.
Oh, there are no multiple ones?
Yeah, because there's the lunar one, like the lunar calendar one, and then the one that everybody else celebrates.
Okay, so the lunar one is the hipster one?
I guess
You could say that. I would
it's
say
technically
so.
more accurate.
So it is the hipster one.
Yeah. But that one isn't
Ah,
until
bacon.
afterwards,
Okay.
so I won't be celebrating it until a little while after the Gregorian one.
Okay. But otherwise, the
Gregor!
normal one year is the Gregorian one, right?
Yep.
And you celebrate this with your family?
Sometimes, not necessarily with them.
And,
Just like what everybody else does.
and so there are like presents involved in this sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
jeez, the tail just went straight off.
Yeah.
Bacon.
I blame Bacon.
No, it was Nick. Nick got a bunch of level 3 charges.
Yeah.
Good job, Nick. Did you do any smash charges that time?
I still, what you said is beyond my capabilities.
You could
Press
do it. I believe in you.
buttons.
I think I got a tutorial about it, although it might be a terrible tutorial. That was like probably one of the first ones I did, and I got it wrong.
So presents, Nexella.
They're not so much presents as it's just money.
Oh, so you give each other money, and that's like totally okay.
Yeah. It's like a traditional thing.
So does everybody get money to everybody, or is it like some people get money, some others don't?
It's usually from older relatives to younger ones, but it can go from like.
Hey, does
equal
anybody
age to
have
equal age.
Trapmaster on?
Nope. We need to capture her.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm a little worried that it's about time.
I brought 2 traps. It's really fast though. We've barely done anything.
So that's actually pretty cool because like in the West, it's kind of very difficult sometimes to give people money. It doesn't feel right. You know what I mean?
Kind of. Just like you didn't pick out a good present, so you just gave them money.
Yeah.
Here's some cash. Enjoy.
Like my parents always give me like Amazon gift cards as well, and they always feel like very guilty about this because that's kind of like that means that they didn't actually pay attention to what I like and what I need and stuff like this.
Nothing could make me happier than an Amazon gift card.
Yeah, I would say like, don't worry about it. It's awesome. I buy at Amazon all the time. Like
It's like,
I
thank
don't
you.
mind
You got me
either.
exactly what I wanted.
yeah, it's
Which is
better
exactly
than
what-
a submarine, you know.
Oh, this hurt. That hurt. Oh, that hurt a lot. I'm jumping off the edge.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
This doesn't
I'm
make-
escaping. I'm
No,
sure there's
but your
gonna
life
be
is so young. Oh, goodbye.
So I know.
Ooh.
Wow, bacon. Oh gosh, bacon. You need to survive. You need to
She's
hold
gotta
on
be
to your
pretty
life.
close to almost dead.
You would think that.
I set a trap earlier.
If we
did
accidentally kill
nothing.
her, this is going to
Yeah.
So
lied to me.
there should be more traps back in the base here.
I have a trap as well.
Okay.
I have another trap, I should say.
Is she capturable right now? Do we know that?
No.
Okay.
We're waiting
don't
to
know.
see if she
I don't think she is.
limps.
So there are some Monster Hunter news. There is one important news that Nick has figured out, and it's that Ad Hoc Party is apparently not available anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at
Oh
least in the
yeah,
West.
imagine that's strange.
you can't download it on the North American, and I'm assuming the European PSN.
I
You
need to-
can still get it on a Japanese PSN, though.
So the only way to download portable Ad Hoc Party right now is to have like a Japanese account and download it as a Japanese person.
Yeah. And Iceman actually has a pretty good tutorial on how to get it.
On the new PSN?
I don't know if it's on the new PSN. I haven't looked.
Yeah, because they changed like the interface, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
We need to get find it out because it's kind of it can be a little bit tricky to get it on a Japanese PSN. But I assume that it won't disappear on Japanese PSN because it's been like the fundamental way to play
It's
Monster
used
Hunter.
much
especially.
more than...
So
You could always import a copy of Monster Hunter
goodbye.
Portable 3rd
oh
HD.
jeez, rare footage.
Rare footage.
You-
An
you
actual
say that every
Noxella kill
time.
screen.
I actually caught that entire
Ready
thing.
to
Oh, she's
capture.
capturable now.
Sweet.
Monster fluid for free.
Noob carve. Wow, that
noob
was
carve and
amazing.
Banabra.
How didn't I get hit?
Oh gosh, no, that was so hurtful.
All right, I got her over here. I got 2 tranks. Oh god, I'm gonna die.
That escalated quickly.
Imagine if she killed you with the 2 tranks, with that fireball, and then she landed in the trap anyways.
So,
know.
so Ad Hoc Party not being available is really surprising and really kind of like a letdown. I mean, I guess they haven't been very vocal about Ad Hoc Party in the West anyway, but
Oh,
Well,
no, she
I think it's
running
another
away.
sign of how
no, don't go.
strained-
No, she's going. No.
Well, it's
Well,
easy to get her
Noxella's got an
back.
extra trap, right?
I'm on it, yeah.
Area
Where is
It's easy to get her
3,
back. Just
probably?
grab an egg.
Oh, I just. Yeah,
But
let's
I
get
think
in
this
there.
is another example of how strained Capcom and Sony's relationship has been.
It seems like it, yeah.
Well, you can imagine Sony's probably butthurt about what's been going on with the whole series, right?
Well, I think all of
this was
Japan-
their cash cow. This is what actually made the PlayStation Portable profitable, right?
Well,
Yeah.
but you must consider also that this is not just Capcom. I mean, there are lots of games for
No,
Ad Hoc
don't leave.
Party.
Uh-oh. Well,
What?
she landed and then she left.
Okay, yeah, because we're using
you're
the
right.
eggs.
There's the people that play the Final Fantasy fighting game, right? That's pretty popular in Ad
Dissidia?
Hoc Party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dissidia.
So it's more. I think it's more like the Western Sony division, PSN division, just not giving a damn about Ad Hoc Party.
I mean, they really
You would never
have
do
it.
that with your support on Trauma,
when
would
I
you?
was when I was looking up things on Ad Hoc Party, like trying to figure out what happened to it, where did it go?
Yeah.
All of the tickets that I read on the Sony forums were like, I never have things that go, or I never have tickets from Ad Hoc Party ever. It's like our least played game. Oh god, I missed my... Oh, thank god.
Well done. We captured this wonderful monster, majestic beast.
That wasn't
So-
that bad.
That wasn't hard.
I'm excited I'm sad to see it go, but I'm
Yeah.
excited that, like, maybe this will cause a fan outcry that it causes them to reevaluate it.
I don't know. But
No,
but at least
it's
we
not
still have the
gonna-
Japanese one, so it's not nothing is switched off. You can use the Japanese one for all of the Monster Hunter games and all of the games, other games that were released on the PSP. So nothing is lost. It's just a little bit of a bummer. And the other Monster Hunter news right now was, I guess. Somebody figured out that the Wii U gamepad is region locked.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, that must have been a very expensive discovery to figure that one out.
It seems like there was a German reviewer as I am, and he bought like
Yeah, I could see that happening with you if you actually hadn't had that unfortunate accident.
Yeah, so he bought like a white Japanese one and a black a European one, and he tried to use the white like a Wii U pad with the black thing or something like this, and then it turns out that it apparently at first it looks like it works. It just needs to update like the firmware of the gamepad, but then it says outright that the gamepad is like the wrong wrong nationality, and it needs to be like exchanged through the gamepad that was included with the system. So it seems like the gamepads are like regionally locked, which is like so bizarre.
It is strange.
I don't know. Maybe there's like some kind of like decoding chip, like that has like region locked licenses attached to it. I don't know.
I imagine since it's a display device that has something to do with it.
Yeah, must be.
Maybe they don't want people importing cheaper U.S. gamepads into Japan or something like that.
That's so weird because you cannot buy them in America anyway.
Well, I mean, eventually I imagine they will sell them. I would hope, because it's such a great device, I would hope that they eventually do make it included in newer games, the ability to use multiple pads.
That would be nice.
I don't know. I don't think that's the system is really made for it. People really
You
want
can
to do this, but
sync up to two of them at the same time, or at least I was under the impression that it could use at least two.
I don't know. Guys, we've been actually through our 3 quests very quickly. Maybe you should do another one.
Yeah, I was going to say that it did seem as if we went through quickly. How about we capture a bear-elf?
Yes.
People are unhappy with my Chapter 1 no commentary.
What? Oh, you mean on the Mother 3 thing?
Yeah, all I put in there were all of the cutscenes. I didn't think that they really wanted to hear me talking about them.
Oh.
There's two, I guess, really distinct styles in the Let's Play community now. You either have to be doing good commentary and constantly commentating, or you have to do a long play with no commentary whatsoever.
Yeah.
And it's up to you to decide which one you'd probably be better at. I guess you'd have to have some sick, nasty skills to make a long play worthwhile. Because I don't know who wants to see a long...
360 no scope.
No
Yeah.
scope.
CK Thunder.
That's what Noxella can do. Noxella, do you ever no-scope things in your chemistry lab? Like you 360 spin around and then you say, I know what's in that slide right now?
360 magnesium addition to catalyze this reaction.
Red phosphorus methylphene.
Oh, that sounds
Creation.
pretty badass, I must admit. Red phosphorus. Isn't that something like straight from like Spec Ops:
Breaking
The
Bad.
Line?
Oh, I was thinking of Breaking Bad.
Oh, that's
Me too.
That maybe as
Yeah,
well.
we're talking about Noxella spinning around 360 degrees and creating meth from doing that.
Spinning around. I know you're
Noxella, in your novice opinion, would you say that the show Breaking Bad may have inspired at least a few amateur chemists to start creating their own meth?
I would not be surprised.
Have you created meth yourself, Nexella?
Don't answer that question.
Please do.
I've created methanol.
Is it close to meth?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Not at all.
Sadly. Did you create anything else that could have caused like severe like biological impairments if ingested?
That's probably the majority of stuff that I've done. One time, we had a lab where we made, it was a chemiluminescent chemical.
So it glows?
Yeah, in the presence of certain things. And it's actually something that they use for forensics. I think it was something that glows in the presence of iron. And
When they're looking for bullets.
Bullets are made of
Were you making
lead.
Sting? Were you making Sting?
Sting, what?
Bilbo's sword?
Ronnie James Dio?
Oh, I thought you said the singer.
No.
Orcs aren't real.
Holy Diver?
Neither is Steel.
Holy Diver. What an awful game.
What a wonderful game. I love watching speedruns of that game.
You mean you like watching Funk Doc?
Funk Doc, but yeah, basically more or less is what speedrun.
What about... Did you guys ever play the Jaws game for NES?
Who hasn't?
I love that game. The game was
I haven't.
amazing.
You like
need to bring about.
old horror games to the Nintendo, don't you? You got a little thing for them.
I do, and I actually really like the Friday the 13th, not the Friday the 13th, the Nightmare on Elm Street game.
I was going to say, I really like the Nightmare on Elm Street game too, and yet everyone says it's terrible. But I think it's got some cool things going for it.
I think it does as well. It had a lot of cool things going for it.
Well, it's a 4-player game, so if you had like that little multi-tap thing, you could play with up to 4 people. It had like a kind of like a class system going on, where you could like choose like which sort of character you wanted to play as.
Yeah.
Had some really big levels, some really interesting monster design.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like it was released like late in the Nintendo's lifestyle. Like this was kind of an early game, as I remember it, right?
Yeah. It was, by the time the 4-score was around, it was kind of at the end. It probably happened in the, I want to say, like 87, I would imagine. I think the last
but that's
NES
pretty...
game was 89.
No. You're crazy. You're on drugs. Your perception of time couldn't be more wrong.
You're like on slow-mo, on a drug from Judge
89?
Dredd.
I was like 5 years old, and like the Bugs Bunny game had just come out or whatever. So, and there were a lot of games that came out after that.
Do you know what game I've been trying to find lately? Flintstones 2.
Whoa!
Wow, that's not...
Well, I only want it just so I could say that my collection is actually worth more money than I thought it was.
Wait a minute, but Nextella has been saying something about the glowing substance and
glowing substance. Yeah. I'm
so
sorry.
what about the iron glowing substance?
We synthesized it and mine didn't work. The end.
The end. You failed the class.
Surprise.
It didn't glow in the presence of iron.
College class, no study.
No scope.
That's no study.
Substance generation, no study.
But what do you think the error was? Was your titration not complete?
I don't know.
The question is,
I really don't know.
Maybe you created something that would glow in the presence of something different.
Maybe you really did create Sting.
Yeah.
I probably just had a really low purity of the product.
You mean it's not pure enough, like in Breaking Bad, actually?
Yeah.
I really love like Breaking Bad is like the antithesis to The Wire.
Yeah.
In some respect, like the Breaking Bad is all about like creating like a pure, like a really good product because they think like this will get them more money, and that idea is kind of like disproved like in the first season of The Wire, where they realized that cutting the product is actually giving them more money, because then the addicts come back earlier for more, so they want to get more stuff if it's cut.
They're not looking at distribution, they're looking at how much people will pay.
Yeah. And because it's also they're like getting like really into like economic theory, and like drug addicts drugs are not an elastic product, so it's not something that people can like decide to have different qualities on. They won't pay more for better quality. They kind of just want to get them fixed.
My wife, my beautiful wife.
Yes,
we've paid dearly for our new cars.
You're just taking a mud bath.
Oh yes, my honey. But I'm whoa, side quest complete. But I have a fever right now.
I got a fever.
Do you need more cowbell?
I need more cowbell.
No. No one ever needs more of that.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah,
What about-
Chris, my poor wife has been fighting off a cold for many moons now. And I think it finally got the best of her.
Maybe she will die of
We
dysentery.
got the best of her.
What?
will
Jesus,
die of
you're making
dysentery.
it more. That's not true. She's so fine. She's a strong woman. She's been rollerblading for
Yeah. It's funny. I think that it was the warehouse that they practice in that did her in.
Do you mean there were germs on there? You need to get like CSI on it.
I mean, it's a warehouse, and it's filled with sweaty ladies 24/7.
Nexala needs to synthesize some kind of potion that glows when in presence of lady germs.
It's in my pants.
The entire Thunderdome would just be glowing
Guys, I'm
red.
sorry I'm not knocking this Baroth out, but his head is like a little too high for me to get effectively.
Now's your chance.
I always hated hammering the Baroth. I actually just hate fighting Baroth in general.
You did it.
Wow, we are doing quite well. Oh, I hit everything.
Hey, don't forget this is a capture quest.
Oh yes, we need to
We're gonna
be
kill him.
careful.
Oh, I moved
Oh,
outside.
good job.
Go on,
I think that's out
transform
of
you
bounds, though.
shitty weapon.
No,
it's
it's
not.
not.
Oh,
You're a what
I
weapon?
exited. The Switch X won't transform into Switch X mode. No, not Switch X. Ah, never mind. It's complicated.
It doesn't go to axe mode anymore.
Yeah.
You
Oh
broke
gosh,
it.
and I got like run over by barriers. Get the license plate, guys. No! Oh gosh.
2 moles on a
What
scale.
would Baroth's license plate say?
I like mud.
Headstrong.
Somebody
He would definitely
needs-
be riding around in an old mud-covered pickup truck.
Mud lover.
I can guarantee that. It would be it'd be an old red, like 1988 Chevy.
That's a good point actually.
It'd be like "Eat my grits."
He's not ready yet.
Apparently not.
Have we already talked about the thing that they actually postponed the release of Monster Hunter 4?
We
Yeah.
talked about that last
We discussed
podcast.
that last podcast.
It's still just blowing my mind.
Well, it's not a big deal. It's in Japan.
But-
there's no Western release anyways.
But how often did it happen that oh yeah, the game doesn't look like fans responded that the game doesn't look so well, so we're gonna just invest more time on it.
Oh,
So-
that's the... Yeah, you're right. Yeah, when does that happen? Never.
Really crazy.
Except for maybe Borderlands, right? Borderlands had something like that happen.
I don't think anything could have saved Borderlands.
I'm kind of playing it on single player right now, and I'm actually my experience is better on single player than it was on multiplayer.
See, I think my problem is that all the people I played multiplayer with had finished the game multiple times, so they're like, just go over here.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
no, go over here. And, like, I'm standing in the same spot, but I've gained, like, 50 levels and completed half the game.
Yeah, that's how I felt as well. Like I had like this super ambitious buddy with me, and he would like kill all of the enemies, and every time I would be like dying, he would kill all the enemies as well, so I wouldn't be able to revive. But then he would revive me, so I would like feel like constantly like spoon fed all the time.
That's not a very rewarding game experience.
So I think for, like, the last quarter of the game, I didn't fire a shot. I just followed around. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry.
Well, recently with that buddy, we did it on purpose. I just logged into his game and just let the game run and do something different while he was just boosting me up.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
Sounds enjoyable.
very productive, very effective way to boost up to play a game. Play, but why not playing it? But Shepard, recently you've been quite into Persona 4 Golden.
We don't necessarily need to go into the number of hours logged.
200.
No.
You
we're not gonna
finished the
do
game
200 hours
already.
for me.
100.
Yeah, I finished it once.
And you playing
now
it
I'm on
through
my
the second
playthrough,
time now.
which is better because you can go through with all of your full personal stats. So all those elusive dialogue options you couldn't do the first time through, you now can do.
Yeah, man, you can ask the GA for a telephone number right away.
Straight out. I just want to
Wait,
give it to
is
you,
that a
Chia. She likes
paralyze
that.
or is that a
That's
trap?
a paralyze.
Okay.
You can advance all the social links a lot faster as well because
sorry.
some of them are kind of restricted.
I just went over the broth.
Oh, it's,
One
it's
jumped over the bar.
He's limping.
Is he? I didn't see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's limping.
He limped.
The nice thing is, the second time through, Well, the hard thing is, like, I like the combat of the game, but the second time through, you keep all of your previously created personas that are in the compendium, as well as all the same equipment that you could purchase at the equipment place. So there's really no challenge whatsoever at all. But that's okay.
Yeah, it's like to check out all the things that you missed. So have you been getting through to the new romance option yet?
Yeah, I mean, that, you know, it's not like there's a significantly large amount of new social links. The one that's there, I mean, it's okay. You know, it's not,
Maria, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I'd only beaten the game once before, so it was nice to play through the alternative, I guess, I don't know, arts social link, as well as sports social link.
But come on, like, Maria has, like, the most awesome dialogue.
Well, I like her outfit. I'm not sure I like her dialogue. It's a little weird.
It's amazing.
It's kind of emo? I don't know.
No, it's amazing. It's like you go with her for steak.
And she's astounded by the steak.
Yeah.
She's like, this is the best steak ever. How come I never came out of that room and ate this steak?
No, she also like doesn't understand what steaks means and everything. It's amazing. It's like the entire dialogue is like so bizarre. It's beautiful. Next time, you would love it.
It continues to be bizarre. The second rank, or I guess the third rank for the social link is also really good. She goes shopping.
Elizabeth
wow.
is better.
What? What?
Got
Elizabeth is better.
fanboy over here.
Elizabeth? You're more of an Elizabeth person.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's better.
She was for Persona 3, right?
Yeah, and she dumps
Could you
millions of
date
yen.
her in Persona 3?
I don't think so. She was just like, those were her side quests, and she would give you some random item.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
I would.
Let's get one last quest and then finish up. How about
Oh no, this is good.
this? Is good?
We're
You think
good.
so?
Wrap it up.
Okay, let's wrap it up then. So, bing! These are the wonderful websites where you can visit us. Again, I would say the last time now, I say you should visit the Facebook websites, which has how many people do we have on our Facebook website right now?
1,000 and... But the thing is that you're pretty much ready for the site to go, aren't you?
It might go any day now. You accidentally published the new website today.
Yeah, well, only 3 people found out about it, or at least signed up for it, and now it's in maintenance mode, so it's okay.
Yes, but it will go up any day, so you should be prepared for that. But until then, these are the wonderful websites where you can visit us right now. And again, you should just go to the Facebook website, because everything that will happen in the future, in the next few days, will be published on the Facebook website. And people are like posting art on there.
Yes.
And this is amazing. The stuff they're posting there is just mind-blowing. Some really good art recently.
It's a bomb.
A bomb? An art bomb?
A brain bomb?
Art bomb is something that you can do on Civilization 4. It's pretty crazy, pretty effective as well.
Photobomb?
Bing!
Sheep bomb?
And also, we published lots of videos recently. So there is like Lost Planet video, which the recent one was where we are fighting in a Smurf village, I think.
Yes.
Oh man, this is a very favorite, one of my favorite ones that we did previously, because it has like the most amazing dialogue. And also, it has like the best the preview for the next episode. It's like, wow, it's like art. We're getting into the art territory right now, guys. You should watch this. And also, it's edited all by Putty, so this explains why it's art. So that's why you should check it out. Also, Putty, I think you recorded more Mother 3 episodes, I heard.
Yeah, I recorded a bunch starting with Chapter 2, and then I realized that I didn't have all of Chapter 1 up, so I went back and recorded Chapter 1 really fast. But I didn't put any commentary in there, so now I feel really bad. But, you know what? Just deal with it.
Yeah, and the next chapters will have more commentary, I would assume.
Yes.
Because at some point I went in and just forced you to read all the text aloud.
Oh, that was, yeah. That's it's toward the middle of Chapter 2 is when I started doing that.
Yeah.
Ooh, can we have a brief segue right here?
Yeah, sure.
No.
The dialogue in Mother 2 and Mother 3 in Japanese is all written in the way that you would have to read it out loud in order to actually understand the concept of what was going on. And that I think it was written entirely in Furigana.
Huh? Furigana? It's like a hiragana where you're very furious.
It's like it's all. You're not getting any of the kanji in there at all.
Huh.
So everything, the developer's intent was, as you were to play the game, you were supposed to read it out loud, and it was supposed to be dramatic.
Well,
and so if you're not doing that, Nick, you're doing it wrong.
you should read it out. There you go, Nick.
I'm gonna, I'm in the middle of chapter 4 right now where we're getting Mazarian back because he's got amnesia.
Oh.
I'm not saying you necessarily really have to do that, but
I'll do
that
it.
was the original intent. I mean, it's interesting how in different cultures and in different languages, you have choices like that when you make games, and that the way that it's designed in a way might completely change the way you would traditionally, engage it.
Huh.
It would be as if Christian created a game that was played entirely through drawing pictures.
I kind of already didn't I?
Blows my mind!
Excellent. So are there any other things that we should mention?
Other than buying Trauma?
Other
On
than
the
buying
Steam
Trauma, and other than actually, getting hyped for a new website coming up recently?
Get hype.
Volvadon.
Wow.
Nibble Snarf.
Nibble snarf.
Nibble snarf!
Christian, we really need you to record a soundbite of you gently whispering "nibble snarf,"
Nibble snarf.
like seductively,
Nibble
and
snarf.
that's going to replace the turkey.
Anyway, let's wrap it up before it gets too hot in here.
Ooh, I am. My clothes are already off.
We wish you an awesome 2013. We survived the apocalypse. Everything is going to get better. There's new Monster Hunter game coming out. There's a new website of us coming out. Everything's going to get better, and everything's going to be awesome. So celebrate this new happy year celebration thing, and be awesome people. And we will be back next week. As always, we wish you good hunt, good luck, and remember, steak is short for beefsteak.
I think that's a mistake. Your singing is slurred and it sounds like it actually is New Year's Eve.
I know. I like that he's not stopping.